after an incredible season, Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is over. You know what? I'm just gonna say this off the top. I'm straight up so biased about Daredevil. I love this character a lot. He's just so sick. Him and Spider-Man have been like my favorite characters in Marvel forever. And it's really special to me that this show exists. I'm glad it came back from dying off Netflix, and Born Again is really good. But with all that said, I really want to focus in on the ending of this finale, because there's been a lot of discussion online. So the main question I keep seeing pop up is, why does Kingpin get to go live on a beach while Matt has to go to jail? Well, you know, there's like a really simple answer to that.
I hate the feeling of sand between my toes.
But, you know, if that's not enough for you, then let's go a little more in depth to the final moments of this banger finale.
You and I both know who Daredevil is. He's the man who knows exactly what happened on the Northern Star. He knows exactly what happened in my apartment, and he knows exactly who the real criminal in this courtroom is. Isn't that right?
So here's why, kind of poetically, this finale really, really works for me. All Wilson ever wanted was power and control over everything. So the first domino to fall in Kingpin's life was set up earlier in the season when Vanessa dies. But this ending, this visual of him completely alone on the beach, this is Wilson's worst nightmare come to reality. He's left completely alone. He has no money, he has no power, no connections or resources to all the people he used to know. And he doesn't have Vanessa. Wilson Fisk, for all intents and purposes, has lost everything he's ever fought for. So this is his worst outcome. This is the bad ending for Kingpin. And on the flip side, we have Matthew's ending. Matthew Murdock going to prison for the crimes of Daredevil is literally all this dude has ever wanted. Like, through everything Daredevil has been through, he's always held strong to that Catholic guilt that was very much a part of the Netflix seasons, but then not so much a part of the Born Again seasons. He had this sense of justice and righteousness instilled upon him since he was a child. But according to Matt's own faith and his own convictions, ultimately it was still wrong of him to be out there beating the shit out of people. So outing himself to the whole world and going to jail is kind of this perfect arc for Daredevil. And I mean, you can literally see it on his face. This dude is like thrilled that he's in prison. He's thrilled that he doesn't have all this responsibility and all this crap on his shoulder anymore, and he can just be done with everything. He is happy and Kingpin is miserable. Even though the circumstances of their imprisonments might be different, even though it may seem like, oh, Kingpin's on a tropical vacation and Matt has to rot in a jail cell, it's actually kind of flipped. Like, Matt's happy, Kingpin is miserable. And that's the good ending. Now that we're done with that, I want to talk about some like real world implications about stuff going on in the show. So obviously, since the show came back with season 1, there have been heavy nods to reality and kind of current things going on in modern day politics and modern day America. Oftentimes the show writers just straight up using Kingpin as an allegory for Trump. And you know, you can have whatever opinion you want about that, but there's one thing I know, and it's that it makes this ending hit a lot harder because it's so incredibly realistic. Of course, the rich elite gets to fuck off to an island while the one guy actually fighting for justice gets thrown in a jail cell to rot. I mean, it's a pretty perfect parallel of stuff going on right now. Like, that may not be the most satisfying end to the story, but it's a damn realistic one. And the other thing about them kind of making Kingpin a stand-in for Trump is it makes this scene a lot fucking scarier. So yeah, that's kind of all the thoughts I have about that whole finale and the duality of, you know, Kingpin on beach, Daredevil in prison. I think it's great. I love that ending. Now I want to talk a little bit about the rest of the episode.
You go to prison, you die locked away from her memory. Or you do what you do and this whole thing starts over again. The poison. The fight. Death.
And I mean, dude, like, what can I say about this? It's just pure comic book action. The parallel hallway fights are so good. It's always really fun to see Jessica and Daredevil fighting. But dude, like, when they did what they did with Kingpin, it's chilling. Like, truly, it's hard to put into words just how cool and well choreographed and slick these dual parallel fights are at the same time. Like, this whole sequence is just incredible. If I had like one complaint about the finale, it's that we do really just breeze past the fact that Kingpin murdered dozens of civilians, and it felt like we were rushing at the end and we didn't really get time for Matt or Karen or anyone there to react to that. Like, Matt doesn't say anything about, look at all the people you've killed. You don't get a reaction shot of them being shocked when Wilson comes over the banister and they're all looking at him, he's covered in blood. They're like not even that surprised. It's really weird how fast we brush past Kingpin bare-handedly murdering civilians.
Open that door!
So yeah, those are my thoughts for the finale of Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Damn it. So yeah, those are my thoughts for the finale of Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Like I said at the top of this, I love Daredevil. He's one of my favorite fictional characters ever. I can't wait for Season 3. They said that they're going to be bringing the Defenders back. That's going to be awesome. I hope and pray maybe we get a Daredevil cameo in Spider-Man Brand New Day. We'll find out in July. Please hop in my comments and start discussing if you think Daredevil's going to be in Spider-Man, how you think they're going to meet. Please go crazy with the theories in the comments. I'd love to see it and discuss. As always, thank you for watching the video. I've been Wow It's Jake, and hopefully the next video you see me in is reviewing Into the Spider-Verse, because I have to review Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse before Brand New Day comes out in July. Wish me luck.